Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited today to be with my beautiful model, Gabby. We are going to be doing one of my favorite techniques that I do in the salon. It's a balayage and baby lights combo technique. So I'm super excited to show you guys. This is great for somebody like Gabby who has, you know, that long root grow out and kind of like the faded blonde on the ends that wants to see that really bright, dramatic transformation quickly. So I think you guys are gonna really love learning this for the salon. So yeah, stay tuned. Okay everyone, I'm gonna start off by cutting Gabby's hair first. Why I'm doing this is because I found that when I do color and I go to cut their hair afterwards, it is so sad because I cut off like the brightest parts and you just worked so hard to get there. So if you're gonna do a cut and color and you want them to be really, really blonde, I recommend cutting them first. So I'm going to be using Framar's backwards bib. This thing is amazing when you're doing balayage. You take these little ties and you tie these right in the front of your client, and then this goes in the back and it protects your cape from getting dirty during the service. So what I'm going to start off by doing is making sure this is exactly where she parts, because I'm going to be creating her face frame. Basically this is going to be the money piece right here. So you always want to do the money piece exactly where they part. So I'm going to section this out just like that, and you can see all her little baby hairs. What you want to do when you do the face frame is pretty much foil all of these out exactly. Otherwise, when they have their hair back and these aren't foiled out, you're going to have these patches of brown and it looks really like inconsistent. So take the time to make those really baby foils and it's going to look absolutely stunning. What I also like to do is take a clean brush and then blend up into that root. That way you don't get that harsh line and it doesn't give it any type of bleeding mark. So I started with a slice, a weave, and then I'm going to end on a slice. Right under here, get these little baby hairs, and I just bend that back out of the way just to get, especially this little temple part that always gets missed. Okay, so we just finished the left side. I'm gonna do the same thing on the right side. Okay, so once you're done the face frame, we're gonna take a section back, pretty much doing a partial baby light. What I like to do, follow her part, and you go back from the temple, and you do a U shape in the back. So what this is gonna do is gonna leave all of this for balayage. So we're gonna have tons of dimension down here still, so she doesn't feel like this all over blonde that has no like color in between. And then up here, she's gonna have the baby lights that are gonna grow out really soft and beautiful, but get her nice and bright. So I'm gonna cut this in half, and I'm gonna work here. I'm gonna just pin this away. So when you do baby lights, you want them to be as consistent and as thin as possible. So pretty much every size of the baby light, I'm gonna have this type of size. I'm gonna leave a little hair in between just for dimension. And then I'm gonna baby light the next section. Now that the face frame, you tilt your head down. See how it's completely even? Now I'm gonna take even horizontal sections all the way back. What I also like to do is to tap the foil down. It just makes sure it's nice and flat to their scalp. We now have the front portion done. I'm gonna mix a completely different bowl of bleach and bump the developer to 30 volume this time, and then we're gonna do the back. Okay, so I'm gonna start in the back, and we're here with the U shape. I'm gonna take horizontal sections up, and the same thing with the baby lights. So as soon as I finish the back of anybody's hair, I always go back to the front where the baby lights are, because they've been sitting for about 30 minutes now. So you want to get those off because these are the most fragile parts of your hair. So you don't want to let these process the entire time. Okay, I'm going to use Blondme Bond Enforcing Clay Lightener. This is Schwarzkopf's new balayage lightener. I really, really love it. It has a really great consistency and it stays nice and moist. And then I'm gonna use 30 volume to balayage for the back of her hair. So what I'm gonna do is put on gloves. And I love the Framar gloves, they're beautiful. And I also wet a white towel. That way I can wipe my brush off when I'm balayaging just to keep these nice and clean. So what I'm gonna do is start on her side. I'm gonna take a section from her temple, right here, and you can see where we're gonna blend up and connect all of that brightness. So I'm gonna take my comb and I'm gonna tease up. And what that's gonna do is leave a nice thin layer of hair. So this is gonna get bright really quickly, and then this is gonna add that blend that you want from the balayage. Don't be afraid to blend it up into the tease. It's gonna add a really pretty, like almost like a gradient of color effect. And then I like to leave this center part out for dimension. And then we're gonna just do that style all the way up. Okay guys, now we're gonna do the same thing for the back. Just take your clip, section out the bottom, about an inch up the head right here. And we're gonna paint that V right there. Okay, next section, we're going about ½ inch up and just horizontal, and we're gonna paint right here. I'm gonna cut this in two. I'm gonna let that little blonde piece fall out, because that's already nice and blonde. For the last section, what I'm gonna do is tease these back and tip them out. And then we're done. I'm gonna put saran wrap around her and put some heat on and give her about 10 minutes under it just to catch the back up. Okay guys, this is the final look and it's stunning. All that work was worth it. The beautiful blend, I love the big face frame, and she's got these beautiful blended highlights right at the root, so she's gonna have that like amazing grow out. All the brightness at the ends, I just love it. I can't wait to see what you guys do with this technique. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you to my beautiful model, and I will see you on the next tutorial. Bye!